Hey guys, Tyrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Minsk Pocket. Playing today spawning in the south, we have Chrixs playing as the British forces, immediately going for Lease assault, teaming up with him as Papa, with Soviets going for airborne troops. From the north we have Lysol playing as Ostheer, who has lightning war, spearhead and defensive, and finally SheN with OKW, Luftwaffe ground forces, grand offensive, and breakthrough. This is a Patreon backer submitted game. Allies range team around 1700 up against Axis randoms, both around 1100.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
So the Allies branching out quite a bit early on. We've got a tier 1 start for Papa. Hasn't got anything from it yet though. Maybe gonna go into snipers, and there is actually not gonna go for an M3A1. Okay, that's interesting. This carrier loaded up with this unit. Not as strong on this side of the map against the OKW player, you know. It can be helpful to flank a MG42 or something, but up against OKW, since the units inside don't fire, it's not as helpful. That's a late retreat from SheN, and Empires go down. Likewise, you know, the M3A1 coming out on this side of the map against the Ostheer players, likely to be less successful, but in this case, you know, Lysol going for the early sniper without any defense. No snaring squads on the front line at all. It's a burst from the combat engineers. Here comes the M3A1. Trying to soft retreat with the sniper. Combat engineers and hop pursuit. M3 is coming down. Doesn't pick up the conscripts. Looks like the universal carrier is going to go hunting as well. No, it's going to come in for the machine gun through the center. M3 comes in, and remember, it does have enhanced detection range. Spots the sniper and kills it so fast. Wow. And then Lysol losing the machine gun, gets the Faust off. Oh, but the assault section goes down to the stern posts, rebuilt those stern posts. Maybe built a second squad. Wasn't exactly sure on the timing, but big trades both ways. Try and repair this up on the front line. It's going to take another Faust here. No. Hasn't activated it. It's got the munitions. Probably would have been the kill there. At least with a couple of shots of small arms damage, it would have been done for. And it looks like SheN's actually going to be the one picking this up. He's gone for the tech truck quite early. Without, well, you know, very much infantry, really. It's going to go for another squad of stern posts. Now repairing out the back, the M3A1.
Universal carrier ready for
So
the
with
off.
the universal carrier. No tech done yet, and not started either. A lot of infantry. Gonna load up with the Royal Engineers. Ferry them across to the capture point at least. Battle group about to complete. Allies not going to be able to cancel that. And Papa going for 2 squads of penals after 2 conscripts.
Strafback needs orders.
Okay, MG getting flanked and could actually get decrewed with all these units in the vicinity. Looks like they're going to focus on the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers threatened the Faust but didn't actually let it loose. Post taking a little bit too long to get into cover. Might end up losing the engagement because of that. No, still got enough firepower. Chasing them down with the M3A1. Oh, and a Shrek pops. Meanwhile, Volksfried is down over here for SheN. 2 tunnel visions in the center. And doesn't manage to knock that out. Didn't take out any of the assault sections either. They've got away on 1 model each. So a bit of a nightmare start here for SheN. A few careless losses. But yeah, a little bit strange to go for 2 penals, 2 conscripts. I think typically you want to get your penals out as fast as you can if you're going to go for them. So I can understand like 1 combat engineer, 1 conscript, then 2 penals, then a conscript. But yeah, I don't know. It's unusual, bro. Anyway, some airborne guards coming down. We'll delay any light vehicles if Papa was planning to get one. Spent a lot of manpower on all this. Just trying to get these sandbags up, but he doesn't manage to do so. Is that like 98% done, it looked like. Squad goes down. Still no anti-tank gun from SheN, by the way, just relying on that Panzerschreck. I think up against double light vehicles such as this, you should be getting a Chrixs as the Karubi player much earlier. Like, you know, one player or the other on the Allied side having a light vehicle such as this, maybe you can get away with it, but if they both have, then it's pretty much always a target for your Chrixs to go for. If one of them's out for repairs after you did some damage to them. Changing grenades. Looks like both of them pretty effectively dodged. Hard to see that grenadier back there. It's very low. Oh, and the penals! Great burst. Right before they get suppressed as well. Bad luck there for Lysol. And then the assault section's coming in on the flank. Close call, but the stern posts do get out of there. Now dropping in more Fallschirmjäger. 3 chasing these units away from the edge. Axis done a pretty good job holding on to their fuel so far, but they're hurting in other areas of territory control. Take a look at the KDs. Oh, not as good. It's actually worse than I was expecting. Losing down that MG42, but takes a big burst in return. Nearly goes down with that M3. Still making use of the universal carrier with the squad inside. Here comes the quad for Chrixs. Looks like the next tech truck trying to come down for SheN. But their Axis are under so much pressure. Easily could get pushed while this is coming up. I think he's talking to his teammate. Little chat boat. Okay, Panzerschrecks both miss on the universal carrier. And honestly, it's probably a bit too late for a flak half-track, if that's what he's meaning, or I don't know if he's talking about the Schwerpanzer headquarters. But if this comes up safely, should buy the Axis a bit of breathing room in this area. Bit of relief from this light vehicle pressure. But yeah, this is unusual never to go for any upgrade on the universal carrier. Like the Vickers K doesn't, you know, in some ranges it just gives you so much more damage. And just makes it so much more efficient, you know, if you do end up taking damage on the universal carrier. At least you know that you dealt so much in return. Makes the repairs more tolerable. And the Chrixs, both of them connect on the half-track, a bit of blocking from the universal carrier. Chrixs looking for a follow-up. Might get it on the UC. Mortar pit coming up for Chrixs in the centre. straight up brawl, but those Fallschirmjäger without the second set of FG-42s.
A capture point is being overrun.
Not packing the punch. Oh, and then a bit of a move there from Chrixs coming in from the side. Fallschirmjäger dead on retreat.
Our capture point. They're
And this
trying to
mortar
take
pit
it.
maybe in range to get a bit of a siege going on.
Emplacement is being attacked.
So that's probably within a regular barrage range. Even pre-heavy barrage. Maybe not the battle group though.
Scout car.
M3 is now vetted up. Can capture territory, so you know, once this squad gets forced away, pretty good to use as a capping tool at this stage of the match. Maybe it's kind of more trouble than it's worth to control in combat. But it's still a pretty good vision tool. Get a bit of smoke coming out now. Covering this aggressive move. Some base howitzers from the assault officer. Looks like just the single one though hasn't upgraded the second stage of tech, so it doesn't have the second howitzer yet. Penals are going to come in for some satchel charges. Requires 3 though to kill. Maybe 2 and some mortar fire can finish it. But there is no second penal nearby. And this push starting to run out of momentum now for the Allies. Oh, right on the edge of max range. Kind of got hung up a bit on that tree and doesn't get out of range in time. Could lose the assault officer now on retreat also. No, smoke. Saving the day. Here comes the penal squad. This satchel might get the job done, but some repairs coming through now from all the pioneers. Could throw a satchel back there though. Try and interrupt the repairs. Could be close. Oh, it is enough. There we go. But yeah, ideally, you know, you kind of want to have a good plan on how to quickly kill off the Schwer. Know how many satchels it's going to take. Maybe bring one extra unit even, or an extra method of doing damage, just in case, you know, you get suppressed or have to retreat before you can throw it or something like that. That way you can be in and out fast. And I guarantee you get the job done. And here we go, fast flak panzer for Lysol. And the Allies don't have any anti-tank. A little bit surprising, honestly. The Axis were able to push out a tank this fast. Ooh, nasty damage. Oh my god, hits a mine and then the mortar pit finishes the job. That pit could be in some trouble now though. T-34 in the build for Papa. Mine goes off on the flak panzer. Brace active. Comes a lot of infantry. It looks like flak panzer's not going to stay in, so I think the mortar pit's going to stand. Making use of assault. Heroic charge rather from the assault officer to close in. You're not firing while you're sprinting though, kind of like conscripts. So you do eventually have to stop and fire. Oh. Good damage from the flak panzer, but the T-34's rolling up. No AT gun for Lysol, doesn't even have tier 2 up, so a very dangerous game. SheN still doesn't have a Raketen, by the way, and Lysol 1100 manpower. This is really neat. Spin through some of this float. Looks like a Raketen coming in now for SheN. Yeah, honestly, Lysol a little bit lucky that he doesn't lose his flak panzer. Could have gone down. T-34 just getting stuck in. Might as well, you know, as long as you avoid any Panzerfausts, any snares. stay in until you fight up against another form of anti-tank. That being said, Puppet doesn't really have much backup anti-tank himself. He's only got one squad of conscripts with potential anti-tank grenades. In fact, I'm surprised he even has anti-tank grenades, given that he's only got the single conscript. Might be able to like push out one or two more of those now, or sci-tech to tier 2 build an anti-tank gun. Backing away now. Engineers finish their repairs on the mortar pit. And mechanized truck is down for SheN, so it looks like it's going to be a King Tiger store. Charging ahead with all the assault troops. Big grenades coming out. Suppression kicking in. Assault section is doing so much. She's dropping down artillery from the officer. This could be decent. He's gone for hammer, so heavy mortar barrage is unlocked at this stage.
The Huns have 300 points at the moment.
But about to take some Panzerschreck fire. We have the Comet in the build now for Chrixs. T-34 coming around the corner, going for the flak Panzer. Ooh, no brace though. That mortar pit's going down fast. Deletes it now, but there's nothing really to defend. There were these combat engineers, but they standing around the corner, coming in for a bit of crush action. And the Peter and Chrixs end up retreating. That's where Lysol spent most of his manpower. Double Panzer Grenadiers, as well as this Strug.
Supply lines has been cut.
A bit hanging on by a thread. The Strug could just finish it very easily.
Enemy threatening a capture point. The
And
enemy are attacking
does
in a place.
so. Papa actually going for a Katyusha now. I do think this does leave Papa in an awkward position in terms of anti-tank. Gonna have to be quite careful with the T-34 utilization. Okay, here comes the Comet. Going to chase all the way. The Raketen and the Sternpire Shrek is right there. The Strug quite close as well. Here comes the Strug. P-Green's on the wrong side of cover, take a pretty large hit. Conscripts coming in from the other side. The Comet, if it took a shot here, could be an anti-tank grenade, but missed opportunity. Okay, he's got some PTRSs on the penals. That's some extra anti-tank. P-Greens go down on retreat. Late move by Lysol. After he took that first shot from the Comet, he should have just got out of there immediately. With 3 models less than half health, it's not worth the risk. The PTRS is chasing the Strug all the way. Lysol getting away. Here comes the walking Stuka now into the center. Medium. 4 or 5 kills. No squad wipes. Ooh, big damage from the flak pans though. 20 kills on that already. Trying to come in down the side here with the British troops, but MG well positioned to shut that down. Some base howitzers. I didn't actually mention this, but Lysol not going for LMGs on these Grenadiers. Does make them significantly less useful, especially up against like LMG guards. The Grenadiers are just going to get slaughtered at any range. At least if they have the LMGs, they can kind of fight back if you have overwhelming numbers at long range. SheN dropping down the airborne assault, making a bit of a move here. Yeah, allied tanks getting back. He's got to be careful with the Katyusha. Revealing itself here could take a pass from the anti-tank planes. Is in the edge of the circle, and this the T-34 and the Comet. Looks like the planes target the other units, which is fortunate. Because I think that much damage on the Katyusha probably would have killed it. And Chris is going for a quad to try and shoot down these planes.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Prepare for combat.
Looking Stuka ready to go again. Oh wow, SheN's going for the final Ted truck again?
Supply hubgetter is ready for
Alright, I was expecting a King Tiger stall. I can kind of understand the walking Stuka in the meantime, but rebuilding the Shreya is definitely a surprise. I was trying to push back onto the fuel point, but machine gun making life difficult.
Task complete.
Mass retreat from the walking Stuka. And it's just in time.
Stand ready.
Barely take any damage from that walking Stuka. Penal's now coming in with a big flank or penal guard conscript. Strong mix in these team weapons. Compromise. Nice grenade. Should be able to knock out one Raketin, and the Raketin's actually going to be very nice for Papa. Could do with a little bit of extra anti-tank. And the Soviet 6-man Raketin, very powerful tool. Comet meanwhile dueling against the Pegrins on the far side. Trying to keep them moving. Trying to go for some crushes. There we go, nice hit there. Smoke out. Straight 5 in the build for Papa. Here comes the Katyusha out. Pretty strong hit. Ooh, close call. String pies nearly went down. Flak pans are arriving. Here comes the Raketin. Before backing out. Still going to take one hit at least. Strug looks like it hit a mine. Comet's coming across. You can force away the Grenadiers, get rid of the Snaring Squad. The Comet's quite safe to chase. There goes the Grenadier. Comet's going in for the kill. He's got the war speed active. He's looking to get around the side. Got the Chrixs coming up for SheN, but uh-oh. Comet getting stuck here on the flag, and it goes down. Oh man, if it just backed out the exact same way it came, it would have been fine, but I think it got stuck on the flag maybe in order to reverse in this direction. That is painful. And then mass retreats from the rest of the British troops that are up there to reinforce, support the maneuver. 35, nice couple hits there. I believe the quad does have quite long range, as long as you have vision with it, so pretty good usage, you know, like getting a burst, then driving backwards while it's reloading. Getting another burst while stationary. Bursts are quite a lot longer while the quad is stationary. It's a decent way of trying to maximize your output.
Close air support is available.
Okay, coming up to the far side. Again, we haven't really seen the T-34, like, I feel, come down this side, clear it out and open up the capture. The Axis have no mobile units that can deal with that, you know. They've only got these anti-tank guns and maybe the Panzerschrecks, but that's not enough to stop a T-34. Alone, at least.
Pioneers reporting for duty.
So I need to branch out that way, leading the way with the tank. T-34 meanwhile runs right into the flak panzer. Going to try chase that down perhaps. They're going to peel off to deal with the machine gun. Might be able to get the decrew here. Close. And here comes the Tiger, so that window is kind of closing, but Papa at least does open up this angle. Here come the Chrixs. SU-85 still in the center. Perhaps needs to move down to like this lane. Could maybe have contributed against the flak panzer for a couple hits. Okay, T-34 getting involved. Very close to the edge of the map here means fast arrival of these planes makes them hard to dodge. But you might not want to throw away a Vet 2 T-34 and a ram in that fashion. Understandable. T-gun coming across SU-85, coming around the long way. Kitten didn't rotate at all. So a bit more coordination here required by Papa. Some of these units in the center kind of forgotten about during push up in this direction. Couple mines going off, double sternpires, but neither of them have a Panzerschreck upgraded. I mean, sweepers upgraded rather. Behind those Panzerschrecks, and there we go, nice Katyusha. It's a big white Dishka decrew Fallschirmjäger, looks like. Here goes the walking Stuka though. What was that doing all the way forwards? So the Grenadiers going to steal that Dishka. Fallschirmjäger chasing down the AT gun. Very extended though. Oh, and the mine. Oof. I didn't see that one there. I saw that one. But yeah, you got to have sweepers on at least one of your double sternpires. Second Katyusha now for Papa. I think that's fine. I'm not entirely sure why SheN rebuilt the Schwer. Maybe he's going to go for the Panther. Still got a lot of manpower spare after all this. Yeah, he's going to go for the Panther, okay. Lysol also, 1100 manpower still in reserve. Really needs an anti-tank gun. The Tiger's very strong and the Peregrine Chrixs are okay, but you need another form of anti-tank to help deal with the SU-85 in this circumstance. Grenadiers just right-click to capture this point. Slow reactions. Lysol throws that vetted squad away. Sternpires. One trick off. Bit of damage from the Tiger though, of the Soviet blob.
Ready for action.
Throw out some smoke. PTRS is coming around the corner. And a satchel, but cancelled it. Good. Wouldn't have connected. Oh, Papa doesn't actually have room in the popcat for a second Katyusha, I guess. These airborne guards are quite expensive, 9 popcap each.
Rocket launcher on the field.
The guards get up to the side. There's the Katyusha now out the back. Forward base, pretty good hits overall. And SheN not really handling this kind of attack too well. Second Katyusha. Is that a creeping barrage? It might have been. It kind of looked like it was creeping cross, but Maybe not.
Enemy forces are
Second
capturing our
Caduceus here, and
supplies.
SheN is not happy about all those squad wipes. You have to, in those circumstances, be faster to cancel your forward retreat and retreat out of the area. It's very slow. Here comes the ram into rockets. Can have some issues with the rockets on these hills though. Partial connection. Looks like the trees over here blocked a few shots as well. S-35 bouncing. Would have been close to a kill on the Panther with that. Panther hanging about to try kill off the T-34. S-35 bounces again. That is really unlucky. Oh, it's not enough. S-35 backing off now. Really unlucky for an S-35 to bounce 2 shots in a row on the Panther. Oh yeah. Okay, onto the Grenadiers, try and prevent them from capping, and they do drop down to 1 model. Lysol still with 1200 manpower saved up. Did get 1 cache down, 1 fuel cache. Could be a decent title, maybe switch into some munitions caches. They do have some like decent off maps. But you still in the Axis. Oh boy, bit of a move down here. Looks like that final mine got triggered on the Panther 4. They're going to be able to get the D crew on the 6-pounder. Panther 4 goes down. That Panzer gets out of there though. And Vet 3 is, you know, more valuable than the Panzer 4, certainly. Okay, Tiger coming down the far side. Here comes Tiger. Straight 500 Raketen right there for it though. She forces back the machine guns. Doesn't have too much though. Straight 5 hitting Vet 2 now though. Nice bonuses for it there. And Firefly coming up for Chrixs.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry
It's close to his
now.
pop cap limit now. Ober's coming out for SheN. P-Greens again for Lysol. Damage on that Tiger. Let's have double pies for repairs on it though, and the stern pies are going to assist. But while the Tiger is, you know, so low in health, it is quite safe to come up here. Do some capping. Some puppet, also conscript there to the LG Greens. Okay, Chris wants to knock out the Schwer again. Smoking it out. Has gammon bombs on these assault sections. Needs to get a couple of tack rounds in as well, and there they go. Gammon bomb. 2 gammon bomb. Nice clean kill there. Was a well-executed attack. Smoke out from the Comet, I believe, to cover that. Here comes the Panther now. Wants in a spot of bother, but the Panther doesn't blitz to chase. Might allow the to escape. We do have a couple of mines here, so the Panther's going to take an engine crit. Well, tries to chase.
Enemy causing
See,
trouble.
one
Try
shot.
to take one of our points.
There's nothing really to follow up to kill the Panther, and the Obers die in the building as well. But yeah, you know, if you're up against Brits, they just have so many ways of knocking out the OKW tech trucks. You just have to be so careful about putting them on the front lines ever. Officer goes down on retreat there. You know, between the smokes, the gammon bombs, there's so many off maps in the various commanders that nuke trucks. In this case, Papa, you know, did some satchel charging earlier as well with the penals. But the Axis doing okay on the victory points, you know, airdropping down some Fallschirmjäger on the far side, looking to set up a triple cap. While hitting Vic 3.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
This close range Katyusha barrage. And there goes the Dishka. More mines getting triggered. That is one good thing from Papa this game. Plenty of mines, and they've made a big difference too. A couple of squad wipes, a dead Panzer IV. Speaking of squad wipes, there go the Fallschirmjäger. It's a long way to go back along this retreat path as well. You got to make sure it's relatively safe, and couldn't really secure it without the Panther.
It's time for action.
So here we go, Fallschirmjäger dead for SheN. Just about there for another tank if he wants to go for another Panther. Could actually be quite decent. Lysol's still well under strength in the infantry department. Looks like he's maybe saving for a Panther as well. Has got battle phase 3 down. Needs to put the tech structure up though. Okay, the Katyusha action. Looks like this one is a creeper. And gets some really nice wipes right on the tail end. Creeping paid off. Comes the Panther. Surprise forced away by the infantry though. Firefly threatening to come around the corner, so was the PTRS penals with that sticky satchel. T-34 and SU-85 quite far back. Here they come now for the Tiger. Panzer coming across. Big hits on that infantry. Panther misses the return shot. Comet coming around the corner. There's 2 shots to kill the Flak Panzer. Could very easily get them here, especially if the Flak Panzer gets stuck up on the terrain there. Ouch. And squeezing his way back around the corner. Nice and safe. Peregrine's dead in the center to the Katyusha barrage. Things are starting to go south for the Axis. Chrixs coming in though. Gonna stop the Firefly going in for the kill on the Panther. 6-pounder decrewed in the center. Grenadier's dead. Could be another squad going down as well. So officer trying to stop these stern pies. They might have been able to win that thanks to the Vet 5 squad, but been close. Okay, it's actually a King Tiger for SheN. So we got some big boys. The Allies are pretty well prepared for this though. This time we've got SU-85, Raketten, PTRS penals, conscript with 18-8s. Plenty of reserves for Papa, so he can, even though it would be a shame to lose this T-34 because this is Vet 3, can go for a ram and then just instantly rebuy another tank. Marching up to the far edge, capping now. Tiger's heading up in this direction though. Recon plane of the Axis shot down swiftly. Oh, where's that Werfer going? The Lysol throughout this entire game really under strength in the anti-tank department. Can't just rely on like tanks to do your anti-tank. You always need a infantry based form as well, just so you can always force away your opponent's tank destroyers. Otherwise it's very hard to deal with them. There's some more Fallschirmjäger getting dropped in. It looks like over here perhaps, and they might land right on this mine. No, they're off to the side. Flamethrower comes through. Another combat engineer behind that. Oh, big grenade. Does survive.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Points are draining fast from the Axis. 74.
Points remaining. You appear suited for command.
Comes another T-34 for Papa, so he's ready for some ram action. He's got the planes. So does Chrixs as well. Going down this way, they're about to run into a mine perhaps. Goes for the ram as well. No rockets though. Oh, here they come. King Tiger rolling up. Firefly coming across. Smoke maybe blocking a bit of action here from the Allies. Going for some attack rounds, but missing a few of those. Got the planes coming in though. Anti-tank targets the Tiger. Oh, the King Tiger. Tiger goes down to the S-35. Now that's backing off. Frag bombs decrewing the Raketen. Stunning this as well. All these mines triggering though. Again, it's the mines making the difference. And here come the double Katyushas. Bombardier freshly produced by Lysol coming in now. Yeah, felt like maybe Lysol lost a bit of patience there, just charging head on with their tanks. Texas really need to work on their sweeping. They've come down this area a few times and got punished by those mines. Same story on the other side, there was those mines over here. So both of them, you know, I can kind of understand getting hit by the first mine, but after then you need to up your minesweeping game and go, okay, this guy's using mines against me and I need to do something about it. No sweep on either of these stern posts still. 6-pounder overhead decrewed and about to get killed off. We've got a second Firefly now for Chrixs, so I don't think he really cares too much. That freed up a bit of pop cap for him. T-34 here, going to come in for some damage on the Bombardier. Maybe flank around the side. Panther's still quite low in health. Coming down the far side, but here comes the King Tiger as well. It's in control in the center, but not for too long. Getting very exposed. Destroys for the Allies quite far back here. We've got some base howitzer fire coming in. On the Werfers. Airborne Guards just hanging in, but the stern pies finish them off. No retreat for Papa. King Tiger rolling up. Trick squads focused by the assault guards. They're going down quite fast. The King Tiger very low. 2 shots now will take that down. Got a lot of bounces. Oh, the rockets actually finished the job. Now the Bombardiers next. Just a line of 3 tank destroyers. A T-grenade finishes off that one. And with that, the Axis really just have nothing left, and they throw in the towel. Okay. Well, pretty strong start from the Allies. I think SheN needed a Raketen early to help contain the Universal Carrier M3A1 combo. Lysol just floating way too much manpower this entire match. Needs some anti-tank guns. Needs to just, you know, have a stronger infantry front line. And needs some minesweeping. Really let the Axis down. Again, I do feel like the Allies maybe didn't contest this quite enough, but definitely more than that last game that I cast with these two. So improvements. The mines very strong for the Allies as well. Made a big difference. Probably like, what's it, about 3 squad wipes. You know, 1 tank kill and 1 Potentially could have been a tank kill, but definitely a tank save over here as well, so it's just as valuable. But yeah, the Axis, again, trying to go for those forward battle groups, but just not really respecting both, the power of the satchel charges / Gammon bombs, paying the price. Especially SheN, he tried to put this down, but he had almost no units. I think he had like 2 Sternpires and a machine gun. Like, it's not enough. What happens if they have to retreat and then you've got nothing here to defend? That's what makes those kind of maneuvers possible on the Allied side. But yeah, it was a good move from the Allies coming down here and killing this shred as well. It was well executed. The first one, they need a little bit more firepower to guarantee it. Against tougher opponents, it'll be harder to execute. You need to be a bit more in and out, swifter, and make sure that you have all the ingredients there to get the kill immediately. But yeah, GG, well played by the Allies. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.